Hello everybody, and welcome to this brief introduction to Octopi Poker. With the Octopi Trainer, not only can you play hands filtered by stack depth and position, but you can also easily train specific board textures or hand classes. The Octopi Trainer also allows you to study final table spots. You can even train as a specific player, in which case you only get dealt hands that specific player played. You can also enable this play original hands only, which means you'll get the exact same spots as they got in game, and you can see how you did compared to how they did. You can also study final table spots with different stack sizes. This is how our trainer looks in action. You have your betting options down here, you have the board, you see what spot you're playing, you have your score over here. As we start playing, you see our correct strategy. The bottom bar here is what you're supposed to do with your hand. The bar on top says how you're supposed to play with your range. You can see how George is supposed to play against our c-bet. If you want to examine this closer, maybe look at the suits and so on, you can click on the bars and you'll open up the spot in the PostFlop viewer. And of course you can change the flop and spot anytime. At Octopi we also have highly accurate pre-flop ranges. We have GBV, we have soft ICM, we also have the feature compared ranges, where you can view multiple pre-flop ranges at the same time. We also have a PostFlop library where we at the moment have sims from 20 to 80 big blinds. We'll get more different stack depths very soon. This is the Octopi PostFlop viewer. As you can see, it's very, at least in my opinion, very intuitive. It's very straightforward to navigate. You click on the tree here to the left. The sims are created in PioSolver. It has been run to a very high accuracy. There are different ways to analyze a spot in the PostFlop viewer. As an example, we have the hand classes here. There's the range graph. Have a range map. There's also a side-by-side range feature and so on. We also have aggregate reports. You can sort based on checking frequency and betting frequency. You can select the high card filter. You can look at all, let's say, ace-king exports and so on. Here we have the Vault, which is a giant database with more than 17,000 hands from some of the highest stakes tournaments in the world. We have more than 2,300 pre-flop sims, and we have more than 500 post-flop sims at the moment. You can review, let's say, the US Open event number 4. You can just click review. You get a replayer of all the hands. You can click on the players to see what their GTO range looks like. We can see what should the big blind be defending. It looks like this. We also have
and off we go.
We also have a clip of the hand being played in real life. You can click pre-flop and then examine the sims more closely. You can look at alternate outcomes. What if everyone folded to the small blind? What should the small blind have opened? How should the big blind plays out like this? We can go click post-flop sim. Now all of these sims of course run with the ICM ranges and with the ICM payouts. So they are genuine ICM sims. They also consider the actual sizes that people used in game. Here we can see big blind should not have folded ace-9. It's losing around $83. That was my very brief overview of some of the features Octopi has to offer. We also have a database that automatically matches your online hands to our sims, and we have an AI called George that you can ask poker questions to.